You are watching Soundwave's Soundwave Sunday. Operation Question and Answer. Initiate. Booyah.
Hello Autobots and Decepticons, my name is Soundwave, and I'd like to welcome you all to another Soundwave Sunday! And what a glorious weekend! Mega Man and Transformers Dark of the Moon. Can I say that like a cow? Moon! I don't know. I thought it was fun. And cows jump over the moon, you know, so moon? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. Anyways, hope you guys are enjoying those series. Remember, I am doing the 200 like thing on each of them, and they're alternating, so if Mega Man, any episode of Mega Man gets 200 likes, I guarantee another Transformers Dark of the Moon video that day, and if Transformers Dark of the Moon gets 200 likes, I guarantee another Mega Man episode that day, and then they're going to be alternating. So keep that in mind, make sure and leave a thumbs up, it helps me out a lot, and I thank everyone who is doing that to help out the channel. Also, I got a new feature on my channel. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and do this, but I'm just telling you that it's there if you want to do it. On the screen, on the right side, you will see a support button. Now, you can donate to me, and if you donate, you will get to view a special video that I made for anybody that donates, which is kind of cool. And if you do decide to donate, make sure and leave a comment on that video so that I know you did. And it's unlisted, so only the people that donate will be able to view that video. It's kind of my thanks back to whoever donates out there. And I'm not encouraging any of you guys to do it. Well, I'm just saying if you want to, you can. It helps me out a lot on the channel, and I would appreciate it, but you do not have to. You do not have to. Just know that. And don't think of me like Tiny Tim here with the broken leg, wanting more porridge. Or wait, is that the bears that want more porridge? It doesn't matter, he's a fictional character, and I'm non-fiction. So if you feel like donating to a non-fictional character, go ahead and donate to me. Alright, I think that's it. Oh no, one more thing. I promised I would answer a global question this time. Why did it take me so long to do Transformers Dark of the Moon playthrough? Well, this is kind of a long story. Back in the day, I didn't know people did like full playthroughs on YouTube, and I didn't even consider it. So, around maybe like 500 or 600, maybe a little bit more, like 1,000 subscribers, I started doing Transformers Dark of the Moon multiplayer commentaries. And I just kept doing those, and then that kind of led into the War for Cybertron commentaries, which were multiplayer as well. And then all of a sudden I was like, you know what, I'm going to try doing a game. And everybody's digging the Transformers game, so I want to bring to you guys my favorite Transformers game of all time, which I then did, Transformers Armada. And then Dark of the Moon, at the time, just kind of got swept under the rug because I had already played the campaign myself, and I didn't really feel like playing that back-to-back, and I was still doing multiplayer videos of that. So I kind of just got pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and now here we are with it finally coming out. I gave it a long time. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting for it, and in all honesty, I had to wait on it too because it's not the best Transformers game. I'm gonna be real honest. It might be one of the worst, in all honesty, as far as like gameplay and like glitches go. It's very clunky, but it's still a fun playthrough for any Transformers fan, and I know you guys will enjoy the series. Alright, now let's start up the questions. I got a lot of them, and I'm sorry if I couldn't get yours in, but I had to pick and choose between a lot. I've been doing more questions over the last couple of weeks, or just last week, and now this week I got 17 questions. So I'm going to jump into this, and we're going to get through this right now. Start the timer. Actually, don't start any timer. It doesn't matter. Let's just go. Our first question comes from Rockerman03. Hey, Mungry, if you could spend Christmas, or excuse me, if you couldn't spend Christmas with your family for some odd reason, who would you spend it with? Soundwave Sunday 1, 2, 3. And this is easy. I would spend it with some close friends of mine. I know they would let me, you know, hang out with their family and eat dinner, and maybe even let me open up their children. I can't even say it with a straight face. Let me open up their children's gifts, and then be like, "Oh, a train set you shouldn't have. Oh, you guys are too kind." No, I wouldn't do that. But they would let me spend Christmas with them just as much as I would let them spend Christmas with me and my family. And if you know anybody out there that's having like a tough time or can't spend Christmas with their family, invite them to your house. It would be very thoughtful of you, and trust me, they would really, really be thankful of it. Our next question comes from Carlos Ortega. Sonic versus Mungry. Sonic versus Mungry. Wow, I'm having a tough time today. Sonic versus Mario. Which you think will win? Soundwave Sunday 1, 2, 3. And this has been a really, really old debate, but I gotta say Mario, because he's got more in his arsenal. He's got like the firepower, he's got the frog suit, now he's got a cat suit, so that's like cute and cuddly. So I'm gonna have to go with Mario. Our next question comes from Mega Agent 2001. Hey Mungry, what classic Nintendo game do you think needs a remake or a reboot? Soundwave Sunday 123. This is easy. Mega Man. Hands down. It hasn't had a game forever. I wish we could get a new one. But, on the other side, I also think this is a good time to mention that Star Fox would have been my other pick, and we are going to get a new Star Fox. I'm excited about that, just because that back in the day was a super good flying game, and it's hard to get good flying games. So I'm really excited for the Star Fox game. Our next question comes from SJG. Hey Mungry, which 3 Autobots and 3 Decepticons do you want to see the most in Transformers 5? Oh wow, he's putting his own name in here for Soundwave Sunday. SJG Sunday 123. PS 123. I already said that, bruh. Let me see. 3 Autobots. I'm gonna say Blur. Who else should I put in there? Who else would be cool? I'll say Wheelie. Not too many people like him, but I like Wheelie. And Hot Rod. I think those would be cool. And Decepticons, Skywarp, Thundercracker, and Slipstream. Our next question comes from Juan Andreas Trescastro Martinez. I'm sorry if I messed up your name. Hey Mungry, if you could direct a Transformers movie, what would you do? Decepticon, Soundwave Sunday 1, 2, 3. This is easy. I would just remake the original cartoon movie into a live-action movie. I think that would make for an awesome movie. I wouldn't want to make my own up because that would be way too much pressure. Our next question comes from Sahil Bohego. Hey Mungry, my brother just won a Lego competition in our city for the best creation, which was actually a Lego Transformer, which he named Stormbreaker. If you could create any Lego Transformer from any Transformer show, movie, or game, who would it be? Soundwave Sunday 1, 2, 3. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thanks, brah. Also, I would love to see the picture of your brother's Transformer if you want to tweet that at me. That'd be sweet. And I would create Unicron because he's a giant planet, and that's sweet. Our next question comes from Kyle Cashin. Are you a Jedi or a Sith? And what are you expecting from Star Wars 7? Darth Mungry Sunday 1, 2, 3. Good. Good. I'm good. Yeah, I'm a Jedi. I'm on the good side. I always found it like weird when people were like, yeah, I'm a Decepticon, or I'm on the dark side. So I would always be like, so you want everybody to suffer that you love, huh? Mm-hmm, yeah. And they'd be like, no, man. And they start crying. No, that really didn't happen. But I always thought that was kind of weird when you had that like darkness in you. I always wanted to be a hero when I was a kid. I don't know where the darkness is coming from these days. I was always like, yeah, I want to save the princess. I want to save the day. I want to save the world. You know? I want to be the hero. Jedi, of course. Our next question comes from Alec Chernos. Hey, Mungry, what is your all-time favorite fictional character? Mine personally is Batman. Soundwave Sunday 123. This is easy for me. Link. He's always kind of been like my favorite. I've always loved The Legend of Zelda. My favorite series of all time. My favorite hero of all time. The hero of time. Next question comes from Michele Vasale. Dear Hungry, who's your favorite Soundwave minion? Mine, Rumble. And actually mine is Rumble as well, because when I was younger, I would run into my brother's room and say, get ready to crumble before Rumble! And then I'd go boop, 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 and make this motion with my hands and run out. And he would always remind me of that now that I'm grown up, and he would just laugh all the time, every time I see him. Our next question comes from Steven Skivington. Hey Mungry, if you were to choose your own colored lightsaber, which would it be? P.S. It can be any color at all. Your choice. Soundwave Sunday 1, 2, 3. Green and gold. The color of money, 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 money. No, the color of the Packers. I'm a huge Packer fan. I love green and gold. Our next question comes from T-Rec 99. Hey Mungry, If the 2015 Transformers show, Robots in Disguise, was made with the same animation that Transformers Prime had, would you be more interested in it or not? Soundwave Sunday, 1, 2, 3. No, I would not be more interested. I think they needed to switch up the animation. I think it's good because it kind of provides a freshness on the series, but I'm not too sure about the animation style that they picked. But I'm happy that they did change it. Our next question comes from the Transformers 333. Mungry, would you prefer an animated Transformers movie or a live-action Transformers movie? Soundwave Sunday, 1, 2, 3. Now, an animated one would be easier in my opinion, but I still think there is hope for the live-action movies, or a good live-action movies according to true fans. Now, the Transformers movies, they sell really good, but fans want to rip their hair out at these movies, or because of these movies, and I'm just waiting for a better director that knows more about Transformers to make them. Our next question comes from Glamdering and Orchrist. Mungry, what do you think about Nintendo remaking Majora's Mask and their announcement of releasing a new Star Fox and a new Legend of Zelda game? Cool, but a remake's a remake. It's like, there's too many remakes these days. I want to see like fresh stuff. And plus, I don't really like playing a lot of games on my 3DS because then I gotta stare at it. I might as well just play the old school Majora's Mask if I'm gonna play it. And I'm looking forward to Star Fox. The new Zelda game, they showed some footage from it. In my opinion, they showed that way too early. The land looked barren, and it almost looked boring when you were like riding Epona around. Although the flip off of her and then into the archery looked pretty sweet. So I'm looking forward to that. Our next question comes from Orion Pax. What are your thoughts on the Terminator Genesis trailer? Terminator Tuesday, 1, 2, 3. I think that's what you wanted me to do there. I did it anyways, even if you didn't want it. But I think the trailer looks cool. I'm excited for it. I'm probably going to go to it New Year's Day. I think that's the release date. And I thought it was cool how they tied in the time travel with the, I guess, story changing in between there. And they had, like, old Arnold in there. So I'm looking forward to it. It looked cool to me. Plus, Khaleesi's in there. Where are my dragons? But now in her voice. Where are my dragons? Okay, now I'm done. Next question comes from TF Cajal. Have you ever played any of the sports franchises? Madden, NHL, MLB The Show, etc. And if so, what's your favorite franchise? Soundwave Sunday, 1, 2, 3. Little fun fact about me. When I was a freshman in high school, I won a Madden tournament at my mall. So I think there was like 30 to 40 people in it, and I was a champion. So I won some really crappy PS2 controllers. Yay. But my overall favorite sports franchise has got to be the NBA Jam franchise. I like the 3-on-3 or the, no, 2-on-2. Excuse me, I can't remember. I haven't played a sports game for so long, and I kind of just got sick of them. And I wouldn't say I wouldn't play one, because I probably would if I had like friends coming over and we could do like some 2-on-2 or stuff like that, because then it would be fun. But they just don't tickle my fancy like they did in the past. Our next question comes from Ratchet 212007. What's up, Mungry? I'm planning to make a top 10 countdown, and you, my friend, are on the list. Speaking of which, can you name your 5 favorite PlayStation mascots? For example, Crash Bandicoot. Grimlock Sunday, 1, 2, 3. And I did just check out your countdown, so thank you for the number 6 spot. Come on, bro. Why not number 1? Why not number 1? No, I'm just playing with you. Number 6, cool with me, and I appreciate the kind words, brah. Very nicely done. Check it out if you guys want to see the countdown. It's on his channel. His name's right there on the screen and stuff. And my top 5 PlayStation mascots. That's a tough one. I'm going to just go with, off the top of my head, Ratchet and Clank. That counts as 1 and 2, maybe? No, it counts. Oh, actually, let's go with, is Spyro? No. Is Spyro PlayStation? I don't know if Spyro's PlayStation. Let's say, I think he's PlayStation. He's got to be PlayStation, right? Okay, Spyro the Dragon, number 5. Ratchet and Clank, number 4. Number 3, God of War, Kratos. Number 2, Crash Bandicoot. And number 1, Sly Cooper. Our next question comes from Lucas Canold. Hey, Mungry, which place in the world do you want to come visit the most? I'm an expat in Sweden, living away from where I was born. And would you like to see what place you would want to visit? Wait, that was confusing. Soundwave Sunday 123. But to answer your question, it's a tie between Australia and Hawaii. Both of those places sound amazing. You got beaches and hula girls in Hawaii, and you got alligators and kangaroos in Australia. I guess the one sounds more appealing than the other right now when I say it out loud, but I'd like to see them both areas. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this Soundwave Sunday. Don't forget to give your support to both Mega Man X and Transformers Dark of the Moon this following week, and whatever else comes your way from my channel. It really helps me out, and I appreciate all the likes, thumbs ups, which are the same things, favorites, comments, and shares that you guys give me. Also, don't forget to leave your questions in the comments below for next week's Soundwave Sunday, and have a great, grand, beautiful, wonderful Soundwave Sunday, everyone.